The reason I started rescuing dogs was because of Moti. So I took her to the shelter. They told us that she was pit bull, so they would have to put her down because they don't adopt pit bulls out. I was like, oh no, I didn't rescue her for, to be put down. So what do I do? And they said, oh, you can adopt her out yourself. So I brought her home. I left her at the back door and told her, like, don't move. But I was 100% convinced she was going to destroy my house. Next day morning, I go there and she was in the kitchen at the back door, exactly where I had left her. And I just did not realize when I fell in love, but then within the week, she was in my bed sleeping with me. Then I found an adopter that would adopt her after she got fixed. And it was that Sunday. He was supposed to pick her up at 3:30. I started packing everything. And when I packed everything, I put it in front of the front door and I turned around and there she was sitting on the sofa looking at me, and I couldn't let her go. After a couple of weeks, because I was so busy, I felt like she was alone at home. I need another dog. I went to the same shelter. I was there when elderly lady brought in a dog that was 10-year-old black lab. I tried to talk to that lady to keep the dog. She won't, so I called the 8 different rescue groups that I was fostering for to see if they will help me get that dog, and everybody declined. And that's the day I decided that I need to have my own sanctuary. I started using my savings, my 401k, and within 2 years I ran out of money and house was going into foreclosure. And that moment I realized, I have never done a business, but every non-profit should have for-profit business. Then my colleagues from my work started calling me and say, hey Priyanka, can you help me buy a house? And that's how Woodlands Eco Realty was born. So during Harvey, Houston was hit really hard, and when I put it out on the Facebook, a lot of my realtor friends showed up from different parts of the country and helped us. And that started me thinking that I have to pay it forward. So when North Carolina got hit by a flood, I took 5,000 pounds of food over there because that's what we needed over here. And those realtors contacted me. It's like, hey, you're coming. Can you bring me food? Can you bring me kennels? Can you bring me diapers? And I was like, oh, we have network of realtors all over the country anyway. How about putting something together where all of us can connect? Most of my clients are animal lovers. These other realtors do not know how to find those people. So now we are making a designation that is a rescue and real estate designation for realtors who support their local shelters or do the rescue themselves. Apart from that, we have a Montessori school that is starting next door, and our dogs will be going to school. So they are going to be basically a therapy dog for the kids who are going to school. So once I started the Woodlands Eco Realty, I was taking dogs from here, but then it still wasn't enough because sometimes it's raining and it's so hard, and they were stuck in my office. So we built a coffee and cuddle place. But then it's like, why don't we use it in the weekend for our adoption? They don't have to go to PetSmart or some other place and be in kennels because they're not used to that. Last year, I got 6 calls in a month where people were calling for older pets that their parents have passed away or going to assisted living, and the older pet did not have a place to go. They wanted those pets to come to the sanctuary, and light bulb went off. People have to go to assisted living. They're leaving their home. They're leaving everything that they own, and they have to give up on their pet. We need to start a place where not only humans can bring their pets with them, but they never have to ever worry about what's going to happen to them when they pass away. So now, Acorn Manor Assisted Living takes in not only humans and dogs, we also make sure that they know when and if they pass away, their dogs can come over here and live at the sanctuary, their normal life, and we'll take care of all their needs, medical or emotional. And I think that if everybody does little bit in their corner of the world, we can change the whole world. I used to be opposite, where it's like I had to do the big things. The plans were too big and they were not doable. But when I just decided, like, forget it, I'm just gonna do my little thing and that's fine. If I can save those 10 or 20 dogs, I'm okay with it. It just all fell in place.